Okay, so we've covered now how to rest your hand, your plucking hand on the bass, and how to get a tone out of the bass strings. Now we'll move on to using two fingers. This is really important, and the two-finger approach is pretty much universally used across all genres of music. 90-95% of bass players will use this technique. So this is the most versatile, it's the easiest to get, improve on your instrument with. So it's really important to get this down. If you don't learn anything else from me, then to get this right, it'd be great. So it's the same as when we played with one finger. Play against the string and come to rest against your thumb or the string below if you're playing a higher string. But this time, using two fingers, what we're doing is that play and rest stroke, but alternating your fingers in a kind of walking motion. So that's the motion you want to be going for. And again, it's exactly the same. You play and you come to rest against your thumb below, or against the string below where you're playing. Okay, and that's really important to just practice and get down, and getting those two fingers playing evenly and playing tonally evenly as well, so getting them sounding similar. This might be quite uncomfortable if you're just beginning, because it does take a while to build up the calluses on the end of your fingers. But playing, just getting that nice and even across all the strings. Really, really, really important. The only variation I would say for the alternating thing is, especially when you're playing faster licks or bass lines, is when you're coming down across the strings from the higher strings to the lower strings. And the reason for this is what's called economy of motion, and this is just to make bass lines as fluid as possible. So when you're walking up, we'll just do a basic major scale. All the way up for that, my fingers are alternating. Now when I come back down again, because we're doing this plucking, where we pluck and we come to rest against the string below, where we come down, we're alternating, but then my next note is on the string below, so I'm already pressing against that string with the finger I've just used. So where we're alternating, I'm using the finger that's already resting against that string. So it just means that motion just carries on across. That'll take a little bit of practice, but it's a much more fluid approach to coming down the strings than alternating, which I'm not sure even if I could do now, but I'll try. So alternate. It's really weird to play like that, but so playing up, alternate those fingers, coming down, alternate, 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 rake through. It's called raking when you go across two strings or more. Alternate, alternate, not alternate, raking, alternate, alternate, rake, alternate, alternate, rake, alternate. It'll take a little bit of time to get that right, but if you can get that technique down, then you'll be sorted. We'll cover the left hand in another video, by the way, so even if you don't know how to play the major scale just yet, we'll get to that very, very soon. But at the moment, even if it's just open strings, just practice playing, alternating hands, alternating fingers, don't alternate hands, alternate your fingers across get used to that. And we'll cover a slightly different technique in part 3 of this video in just a moment.